Hey guys, it is Marianne from Thrive with a video today about the back end of your Microsoft 365 subscription. And this is based on a question or a difficulty that one of my Thrive Academy members was having. And I thought it's one of those things that people don't think about in terms of the management of the account sometimes. And sometimes it's just not really obvious. So I thought I would cover it as a video that you can access as well. So the first thing to note is that the question is in relation to adding someone as a guest user in Teams and not being able to do that. In fact, this particular member is trying to do that on her Teams account and she can't add anyone from outside her organization, doesn't seem to have any of those permissions. And I thought the easiest way might be to show you directly. So there are a couple of things we need to be aware of. I am operating today on my Mac using Google Chrome, and all of the things I'm doing are web-based. So if you have access to the internet and you can use whatever web browser you like, you should be able to do this as well. The second part to that I need to be clear on is that you need to have admin access to your account. So if you work in an organization, you have IT support, or you have someone who is the nominated sort of super user or keeper of all the keys for your accounts and passwords and software, they may have it and you may not. So that's something else to check. And if you have purchased your Microsoft subscription through the people who organized your website or your email, so something like GoDaddy or one of those things where they say we can throw in a Microsoft subscription with your package, then you also will not have access to this feature and you will need to go to your provider. So you'll need to go to GoDaddy and ask them to do this on your behalf. So they have the administrator access. If you have purchased your Microsoft subscription directly from Microsoft 365 and it is a business level subscription, so that's business standard, etc., and you have Teams, if you own your subscription outright that way, that you're paying direct to Microsoft and not through somebody else, you will be able to do this. So what I've done is I've come to my Microsoft 365 dashboard or home page, and I've headed to cloud.microsoft is what I've typed in my web browser, and we've headed up here. It's pointing us now at the time of this recording, it's pointing us automatically into Copilot to start. That's the default screen. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to head to the admin tab. Now your admin tab may not be pinned there. You may need to go into the apps section, and then you should have it when you go to all apps. It should be there as an admin, which is your web portal for your subscription. It should open in a new tab. So then what we need to do is we need to go down here to show all. And we're going to, these are all the different admin centers. So we've come into our main Microsoft admin center that covers all of our subscription. But there are specific ones for each individual program that has specific rules and policies and settings. So we're going to head to Teams. And again, it's going to open as another browser window. And then when we're here, we go to the users section. Oops. There are some issues at the moment. So the users section here, we're going to go to external access. And you've got a few options here. So we've got Teams and Skype, so people from trusted communication. So we're going to allow, I'm going to allow external domains, which means that people in my organization can communicate with people from any other organization. Can also have people in my organization can communicate with unmanaged Teams accounts. And this one needs to be on with external users can contact users in my organization. So this means that they don't have to actually have a Teams account to be able to have a conversation. You can do it by email address or individual ones. So if it's someone who's got a personal account, that's what that would be. You can also make it so that it's people in the trial. You can block specific users, etc. here. Then if we have a look, and then whatever changes you make here, you would save. We also want to have a look at the manage users, and these are your individual users that will be based on who you've worked with, and you can set some different policies for them. But this is the bit that will determine how you work with other people. So you definitely want to make sure that this option, unmanaged Teams accounts, is on, and that external users not managed by an organization can do that as well. So if those two are on, then that should work for you. just double checking my so it's the guest access to on is what it's saying. I'm just double checking here. So we've got here about managing external access. So this will walk you through the latest things as well. So you can make sure that you can collaborate if you want them to have access. This will walk you through the individual sections, but here we go. You want to make sure that you're working through here. So we want to allow all external domains. And then if we look down here, that's blocking and allowing. So that will allow this option here, this not managed by an organization, is if they just have a free Teams account. So I just wanted to double check exactly what that means. So those two need to be on, and that will then, you may need to close Teams down and then open it again so that that will work. So what I'll do is I will make sure that the link to this particular article, which is in Microsoft Learn, is attached to the video in the notes and the description. But this is the bit that you want. You want to make sure that you can get to your admin, your Teams admin center. So you're going to go to Microsoft 365, to the admin center, to the Teams admin center, and then you're going to want to make sure that you can allow external domains, and you can be specific as well. You can have only specific ones. Make sure that unmanaged Teams accounts are on and external Teams ones are on as well. So that will allow pretty much everybody that's working with you to be able to be added as a guest. If those are not on, then it's not going to work for you. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like and share it with others who you think would benefit from it. And remember to stay subscribed or subscribe to the channel, click the little bell so that you get notified of any new videos that I pop up on my channel. I'm trying to do them weekly at the moment. If you have any questions about this or anything else that you see in my channel, then you can find me hanging out on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. On Facebook and Instagram, you'll find me under Thrive Admin Services, and on LinkedIn, you'll find me under my own name, Marianne Tansley, but I'm also linked to Thrive Admin Services there. Have a great day.